Good morning, Seneca Valley. My name is Miss Beecraft, and I run the IB Middle Years Program, or the MYP program, which is the IB program for the ninth and 10th graders here at Seneca. I also teach the seniors for the IB Personal and Professional Skills class, which is the core class for the IB career-related program. The goals of today's SEL lesson is to overview the components and the purpose of the IB projects at Seneca, to accept the Canvas course invitation in order to access the project course, and to start your A1 brainstorming a topic assignment either in your handbook or in Canvas. And before we jump in, you should have a handbook, a printed handbook in front of you. And I just want to double check that you have the correct one. If you are in 10th grade, you should have the MYP, or the Middle Years Program Personal Project Handbook. If you are in 9th, 11th, or 12th grade, you should have the IB Learner Project Handbook. If you are one of our emergent multilingual learners or our ESOL students, there are a differentiated handbook just for you. And if you need one, please just ask your teacher. Okay, as of last June, did you know that we are a wall-to-wall IB school? So last June, after 3 years of hard work, we finally became an authorized middle years program school. So which means that all of our 9th and 10th graders are IB students participating in the MYP program. It is a whole school program. When you get to 11th and 12th grade, you have a little bit more options. We encourage every student to take at least one IB course when they get into 11th or 12th grade, but you can also participate in one of our IB programs, such as the IB Diploma Program or IB Career-Related Program. And really embracing IB for all of our students here at Seneca Valley, we have a culminating project, and this is part of the MYP program. It is a requirement during the 10th grade that there is a capstone project called a personal project that is a chance for the students to explore a topic of their choice. And here are some examples. This is going to be our 3rd year of doing the personal project, and we've had a really diverse subjects and products that are produced through our personal projects. And it really highlights our students' identities, their passion, their interests. And it shows their development of essential IB approaches to learning, or ATL skills. And so our goal really at Seneca is to prepare all of our students with the skills, both academic and socio-emotional, to be successful in college, career, and life. That's why we're an IB school. And so as part of that philosophy, and since we saw such benefits for our 10th graders with the personal project, as part of our SEL, we do IB projects with all of our students. So if you're in 10th grade, you'll do that official MYP personal project. If you are in 9th, 11th, or 12th grade, you do the IB Learner Project. And during SEL, for the next couple months, we're going to spend some time together walking through each step of those projects. Before we get into more specifics on the projects, I just want to connect this to our socio-emotional learning. So what is socio-emotional learning, or SEL? There's a lot of different ways to categorize it, but here's one that I really liked. So it's 5 kind of major components: task performance, so self-control, persistence, taking responsibility for your action items; emotional regulation, so identifying your emotions, knowing how to process them in a healthy and productive manner; collaboration, having empathy, trust, cooperation when you're working with others; open-mindedness, which aligns a lot with our IB international mindedness and our idea of cultural proficiency, but being tolerant, curious, creative, and then engaging others. And so working in groups, being both sociable and assertive in your group work. And then there's a couple off to the side that I appreciate that kind of take all of these SEL skills and they compound them, they combine them together. And so things like critical thinking or metacognition, which is just thinking about your thinking. And so when we think about using our SEL time for the IB projects, the goals really align. The purpose of SEL is to help you develop those socio-emotional intelligences across those different categories. And the projects really will put into action some of those habits and those skills that we're trying to develop in our students. And so through these projects, we hope you're applying those SEL skills and learning from them. So what is this project exactly? Well, it starts with you. The great thing about these projects and using them as part of our SEL curriculum is that you get to choose your topic. You can choose something you're passionate, you're interested about, your extracurriculars. You can choose a hobby. You can choose an area of growth or something that you need to focus on and improve. And then we formalize it. The process that we'll walk you through SEL helps you do the research and the action planning. You're going to set goals and you're going to create a product. So we start with you and your interests, and then we help you formalize that exploration to get the most out of it. And you can choose almost any topic. So if it's something you're passionate about, maybe you're part of MSP, our Minority Scholars Program, and you want to plan an outreach, that could be your project. If you're in extracurriculars like basketball or pep band, that could be your personal project. You're working on your shots or you're trying a new instrument. If it's something that you're interested in, like engineering, and you're part of Project Lead the Way, you could choose an engineering project that you've always wanted to try. If you like cooking, you can cook with your grandmother and formalize that process through the project. And if there's an area of growth, something that you need to improve as a student or as a person, you can choose that. So if you're part of the IBCP or GP program and you need to work on your time management skills, you can focus on developing a system that works for you for time management as your project. And then we're going to formalize it through this set of steps: setting goals, doing research and success criteria, making an action plan, thinking about how we're using our skills and developing our skills, reflecting and celebrating. So before we jump into more logistics, I want to give you 4 minutes to brainstorm some possible topics that are interesting to you. So if you'll open to page 11 in your handbook, it says Lesson 1, A1 Brainstorming, and do that top chart there and just bullet your ideas using those prompts to get you thinking about some of your interests and your passions and things that you might want to focus on for your project. Teachers, on the next slide, there's a 4-minute timer if you want to set that timer and begin now.